Hi everyone. My name is Vanessa. I'm an ACE certified trainer, and this is another video in a modification series that I'm demonstrating. And I'm doing it for those who like to work out but are not certain how to modify certain exercises that they see being performed on DVD or on their streaming devices. So that's the reason I'm doing this. And the one I'm going to be, there's a series I'm going to be doing modifications for today, and that is from Kathy Friedrich's XTrain series. Here is a list. I'm going to try to get through all of these exercises today during this video. If I can't, if the video gets close to the 30-minute mark and I haven't gone all the way through it, then I'll stop this video or pause this video and then make another one. So it'll be a part 1 and a part 2 if I can't get through all of them. I'm going to try to get through them though. And in the comments section, I'm going to be listing the name of the exercises, so even if you couldn't see the list that I was showing, you should still be able to follow along. The first exercise I'm going to demonstrate or show modification for are reach, tap, push-ups. Now, I'm going to show one modification. I like to do this one on the fit tower, and if you don't have a fit tower, I'm going to show it to you on this step also. I have the fit tower set at number 6. You can set it as high or as low as you want, just keeping in mind that when you do the push-up, the higher you have the fit tower set for, the more likely you're going to be hitting your head on the top of the bar. And so with the reach, tap, push-ups, you have your arms just outside shoulder width. So on the fit tower, you're almost going to be going to the end of the bar. So you do the push-up, and then you tap the opposite shoulder. Push up, tap the opposite shoulder. Now, if you have the fit tower and you don't want it to be that difficult, so being on your toes is just too much for you, I've lowered the bar down to number 4. I have my hands as far out as I can without actually touching the bar. From my knees to my head, it's in a plank position or a semi-plank position, as you can see. And so you go down, tap, you go down, and you tap. And this is the same general principle as what I would be showing if I were doing it on the step over here, which I'm going to demonstrate quickly. This is a 14-inch step. The top section is 6 inches, the bottom section is 8 inches. Put them together and it's 14 inches. Now this is a reaching and a reach. You could do the same thing on the fit tower. That's what you do here. Now, if you putting your body in this position is too much on the knees, you can bend at the hips a little bit so that the hips and the knees are in direct alignment and just go down like this. That's fine. So doing it like this. So you still get the work done, but you're modifying it so that it suits your needs. One arm plank kickbacks. Now you can do this one arm plank kickback either on the step or on the tower. It doesn't matter to me either way. I tend to do it on the step. I try to have the tower handy, because when you have the tower handy, I can adjust it higher or lower, more, then I can adjust the step, because the highest this step goes is 14 inches, and if I want to go adjust it higher to make it a little easier for me, I can pull out the fit tower. So for the kickbacks, one hand here on the step or on the bar of the fit tower. My legs are in a wide stance, so it's like my body is in a tripod position. Opposite elbow up, kick back. So, plank kickback. Your body is in this plank position and you're doing a kickback. That's how I modify it. Now the way that Kathy has it, I think, is doing this here. Some people that have sinus issues, or if you have a blood pressure issue, you may not want to be that far down. Using the step or the fit tower, I think, is a very good way to incorporate these props to help you so that you're not risking your health trying to perform an exercise. Tricep push-ups. Tricep push-ups can be done either on the step or on the fit tower. I'm going to demonstrate both. Tricep push-ups. Now I'm going to turn this where it's square, because you want your elbows, your arms in close along the side. So, and if you can't do this exercise with your knees in like this plank type formation, then you put the knees directly under the hips, the pelvis, and do it like this. Bring your elbows in towards your waist. If you can, do it with your knees further out, which does challenge you a little bit, but it's not like you're down on the floor. Doing it this way. Now if you want to make this more difficult, then you do it this way. And more difficult than that, using the 6-inch or a 4-inch step. But doing what works for you is what is critical here. Okay, now I'm going to show you on the fit tower how I do the tricep push-ups. I have this set at 6, hands shoulder width. Now on this one, because it's high enough, I can do this on my toes. I'm not going to go all the way down though. Now notice my head would skim the top, but I'm able to go all the way down until I feel the contraction, and then I push into my palms to get my body up. That's why I bought the fit tower. I can use it for a variety of exercises when I'm doing the XTrain series or any other series, and it helps me to modify the work so that even though I'm not doing it the way that Kathy would do it or one of her crew, I can still get an effective workout in the area that I need to get it in, and feel it in the area that I need to feel it. If that makes any sense. Okay. Okay. Forward leaning lunges with cups. Okay, so Dixie cups are a favorite one that us cathletes like to use. I'm not the super skinny person, obviously, but I do like to use a variety of exercises to challenge my body in different ways. And so, the forward leaning lunges with the cups. Forward leaning means you're going to hinge forward from your hips when you go down for the lunge. Now notice the same leg that comes forward, that hand is on that same quad, bracing. And that's to take the pressure off my low back. That's the forward leaning lunge. Weight in the front heel, pushing off with the front heel. Warrior lunge with disc. I tend to omit the disc because it tends to throw me more off balance, and I would rather focus on my balance in a stationary pose without using the disc than risking injuring myself trying to be a hero and, in my mind, using a prop that I may not be very well versed in. So the warrior lunge, I'm going to use this leg since I used the other one for the Dixie cup stuff. I'm going to move some stuff out of the way. Alright, now I have some room. Alright, this leg is going to go back. The back leg, the stationary leg, is the one that's going to hold the weight. So, weight in this front heel. I'm going to go back, and notice I'm stair-stepping it going back, but I'm not taking my arms forward just yet. Pushing into the heel and bringing myself up in that slow progression. Because when Kathy does it, she slides that foot out. Well, I'm still taking the foot out, I'm just doing it without the disc. And I'm forcing myself to gather my balance as I come up. Now, when you're confident or semi-comfortable, you can put the arms in and do that. One more time. And notice I'm hinging forward from the hips. I still feel it in that standing leg. Oy vey, I feel it. Trust me, you feel it. It works. Now, if you're just going to go back and do this, then you might as well use the glider tool, because then that's going to challenge you a little bit more. But if you can't use the gliding tool because it knocks you off balance, don't use it. Omit it. Hamstring roll-ins. I'm going to use a stability ball for this one because I think Kathy uses a stability ball when showing this exercise. Now, the way she shows it is she has her feet on here, brings her hips up in a bridge, and then rolls in. Yeah, and then her hips stay up. I can't do that. I can't keep my hips up. The rolling in part I can do, but I bring my hips up, roll it in, bring it out, and bring it down. I do it in stages. So, let me show you just a few reps of what I do. Alright. Pushing into my heels, bring it in, and down. Now, if that's too difficult for you, do it all in one motion, but have your feet slightly spread apart, like that. And if that's still too difficult for you, do tucks on the step, like this. Don't do a roll-in, just do a glute tuck. See, we do it like this. Because you can still feel it in the hamstring when you're doing that. So I would say, if you can't do it on the stability ball, you don't quite have the coordination, use a step or a chair. Do it that way. Clams. Now, regardless of if you have issues where you can't hold your legs up while you're doing the clams, the way that I do them is when Kathy has you to hold your feet up and then do the clams that way, I tend to, when my legs are open, I'll bring the feet up, and then when the legs come together, I bring the feet down just to give that muscle a tiny break. So this is what I do with the clams. Now, if it's this going on here with the clams, I don't have everything elevated and do it that way. I lie it down and do it this way. That's what I do. And if there's any motion here where she's doing this, I keep everything grounded. Now, it doesn't mean that I don't use that part of my body. I engage down here in the core because when you lift, you have to engage before you lift. So I engage here, hold it, and then use that motion, holding here while using this part of my body down here. So that's how I do it. I still feel it in the core even though I'm not lifting the torso and the hips. Okay, long reach lunges. I cannot go as long as Kathy does, but I do what I can. Long reach lunges. Now, if she's going faster than this, then I might go a little faster than this pace to just try to keep the heart rate elevated. Okay. Shuffle, shuffle, drop down. I think it's one of the ones that's in a Tabata size or something, or in low impact hit or whatever, all out and low impact hit maybe. So she does that shuffle, shuffle, drop down. I do this, I shuffle, shuffle, and I drop. And I essentially do a very wide grapevine going across. Because of the speed that she does it, I get to the end there the same time that she gets to the end, and I get to the other side the same time that she does. And it's working the same muscles, I'm just not putting the fast foot motion in it. I'm putting larger motions in it, which apparently works well for my body type. So, that's what I do. Switch kick lunges. This one can be a little tricky. So, the way that I remember it is you kick, you come back. Now I don't go as deep as she does, but when she does the switch kick, I bring this back foot in, I stay in a hover squat, take the other leg back, and then do the kick. Like this. And notice I'm having my hands on my quads for support. Now, if you're finding that going that low is a little too difficult, you can use the Fit Tower to help assist you in doing some of those rapid succession motions. That's another way to assist yourself. Slam it on the step. Now, with the slam it on the step, I don't do it to the rhythm that she does it. I can't. But I do try to get the slam-its done. And so, if she's here on the end, I try to be here on a corner. And the reason for that is when she's here and she does a slam-its, she's slamming, and then she hops around and does it to the other side. And, yeah, woohoo! And it's great to see that. It's wonderful. It's difficult to perform it. So, I start at the corner so that all I have to do is pivot and then go directly to the other side. So, you have the slam-its here, and then you go here, here. And if this height is too much for you, omit the step and do it this way. Weight in the heels at all times. Okay. Plie Jacks. Now with the Plie Jacks, I'm going to show you a slow version and then I'll show you the semi-fast version, even though it's not really too fast. So the slow version, stepping out, weight in the heels, and I have my hands up in an I surrender position. And the reason I have the arms up is it helps to spike that heart rate. Now, if you're not looking to get your heart rate up, just do this. Omit the arms. Now, I'm going to speed this up just a little bit. And so this is how I would do the Plie Jacks when she does it on the video. That's how I always do it. I don't put any hopping, jumping motions. My knees won't permit hopping and jumping. So, and I do what I can to follow her exercise format, how she structures it, because she structures it in a very specific way per video, so that I still feel it where I know she wants me to feel it, but I'm not compromising my body and my form when I do the exercise. Okay, frog jump front and back. Frog jump front and back. So, this is one of the ones I'm thinking of. It's a frog jump front, and then you may turn to the side. So, yeah, going to be a little interesting here. So I start off in this semi-squatted position, and then I walk forward, walk back, pivot to the side, come back to the front. And the reason I slap my leg is to remind myself that I'm starting on that lead. And I do this with all the videos that I do. If I know that there's an alternate lead, I slap the leg that is going to go first the next time I do that exercise. To remind myself, oh, you want to work the legs evenly. So, unless on the screen it says right side, then I'll work the right side, and if it says the left side, then I work the left side. So, if it's made obvious, then I try to stick with the one side versus the other. Okay. Three jacks and a tuck jump. Now the tuck jump is not too fancy, it's just a little hop. So, the 3 jacks, toes tapping out to the side, little tuck jump. Now I'm going to show you to the side. Jack. It's a tiny lift, that's all I do. Now, if I really want to put a slap in there, I just slap the legs. If I want to put a little more emphasis into the jump portion, but not actually jump, I'll just lift one leg, lift one knee, like that. So I could do this. Still getting the jump out of it by lifting one leg. It brings the body to elevate the metabolism ever so slightly, burning the calorie, using the energy. Air jacks. So what I do is I bring the arm and leg out. If the arms are too much or too confusing, just do this. But this is how I do my air jacks. I put the arms in, but on the day when I'm tired, I just do little circles. And on the day when I'm really feeling energetic, I'll do big circles. Power turning lunges. So, okay. Starting here. And when she's doing them, you remember this one. And sometimes I don't even go as deep. High knee jogs. Let me double check the time. Okay, we're good. High knee jogs. So, this is the starting position where you're, okay, just trying to get the mind in the moment of doing the high knees. And then here are the high knees. Now she says wide high knees, wide high knees. High knees, high knees, and to the side. That's how I do it. Now, if you can go super high, go for it. I just can't do it because a lot of days my knees won't permit me to put in that extra bounce. Yeah. Part of it is because of how much I weigh, and another part of it is because I don't have a lot of cartilage in my knees anymore. So I do still work out. I eat correctly, but the metabolism sometimes doesn't agree with everything that I do. So, having said that, the next series, the next video that I'll be doing, it looks like it'll be the Ripped with Hit series. So if you want to take a look at that, once I've recorded it and posted it, great. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up if you want to. I'm not going to complain if you don't. And if you are interested in seeing modifications of other exercisers, of other DVDs and whatnot, in the comments section, list the instructor. So if it's Jillian Michaels, say Jillian Michaels, Yoga Inferno, or whatever the tape is. And I'll do what I can to watch that video and write down any modifications that I know I could show you. But until then, see you next time.